Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie. I realize I don't think I've ever introduced myself in any of my videos, and especially in a budget video I figured I might tell a little bit about myself since I'm talking about my money. I am single and I currently have my nephew living with me as a roommate, so that helps make my rent a little bit cheaper. And I do have debt, but I'm trying to follow the Dave Ramsey envelope system and the baby steps. I'm just on baby step number 1 right now, saving $1,000. I just have one full-time job. I was recently unemployed and now I do have a full-time job. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me. Now I'm going to be planning for my budget in this video. Just wanted to really quick look over what I did in my last budget video. I've actually made a money playlist, so I will link that below if you want to see how I did an overall look of the month of April. So this is the monthly view in my planner. I have a happy classic size planner. I'll link that below as well. So on this I just put the bills that are due. I used these ones for the ones that are pretty much the same every month, and then this one for ones that are variable amounts. And then I made these envelopes. I just punched them with my Happy Planner punch. And then I'll be able to put money in them, and then I can just grab them. Like if I'm gonna go to the grocery store or something, just grab the envelope and take it with me to the store. And this is my overall budget for the month. Again, you can check out my video from before to see that. This is just a spring cleaning list that I want to work on this month. So cleaning, like actual scrubbing kind of cleaning, and then decluttering, going through all of the stuff that's piled up through the winter. And then this is the second half of the month. I do get paid every single week, and then I go to the bank every Saturday and get out cash for those envelopes. And then here we go. So this week, as I mentioned, I'm going to be planning the 3rd through the 9th. And on my weekly spread, I'll explain as I go. Oh, and then I do have this planner in a deluxe cover. I will link that below as well. On this, I've decided to put bills that are going to be coming this week, as well as any other expenses that I maybe didn't plan for that are coming up, and as well as kind of an idea of what I would like to get done around the house. What I'm going to do with that though is put on this side what I want to do, and then as the week goes on, put on which day I did it, or that I want to do it when it gets closer, just because things can change so much and I want to have it on the actual day I did it. The stickers I'm going to be using, I got this value pack from Hobby Lobby, and it is a Happy Planner value pack that is a budget one. I'm super excited to use it. A lot of these stickers come in their bigger value pack books, and I have some of those as well, but I just really like the colors on this, especially for April. It's very spring colored, and I love this pink Bill Due. And then as well as that, I have these stickers that I might be using from Lavish Paper Company. These are just little pigs to put what I put in savings. These are what I used to say that I am getting cash out. This is the 52-week challenge. It's just on my budget with my budget stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do that quite yet. And then I have these little gas icons to mark the day that I get gas. Because gas is not an envelope budget, because I'd rather not pay cash when I get gas, but it is obviously part of my budget. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I don't think I'm really going to decorate this as much as I do my other planners, but that may change as things go on. We'll see. I have a couple of bills due this week that I wanted to mark. I think I'm going to use just these little corners. One on the 5th, the 3rd. And then I get paid every Friday. So I'm going to find these little payday stickers. And I love the silver foil on these. Okay, so the top one is going to be for the bills that are due. I'm just going to write in really quick what it is that's due exactly. And then I do work an hourly job, so sometimes my payday can change if I work more than 40 hours or less than 40 hours. So this payday will be for this previous week, which is a 40-hour week. And since I'm so new at my job, I actually haven't worked an exact 40 hours yet. So I don't know what the exact amount will be, but once I know that, I'll write it in afterwards. And then Comcast is my cable and internet, and the gym, and those pretty much have the same amount every month. So I'm not gonna write the amount on there. The middle is going to be where I write what I want to get done for the week. So I'm going to use one of these Rainbow Life outline boxes from Lavish Paper Company. I'm going to use a purple one and write to do on there. And then, so the things I want to do, I have a small laundry area that has shelves, and my apartment does not have a lot of storage space, so I'm going to clean that out and see if I can organize the storage a little bit better. And then I'm starting to get a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily want on my desk in the main living room. That's where I have all of like my planner supplies, and some of it is stuff that I don't use all the time and can be stored somewhere else. So I'm hoping that maybe I can store some of it in there. So I'm going to clean that out and organize it. And then I want to change my bedding and wash it. And then clean out the pantry, find any expired foods, anything like that. My bedroom, just whatever I can do to work on it. I don't like how it's set up right now. It feels a little squishy. And I also started to clean out my closet and never really finished it. So I just want to work on that. And then the coat closet needs to be organized and cleaned out. So again, I will put these on throughout the week as I do them. The bottom is going to be for what I spend my money on. So that would be, I'm going to put gas up here because that's not part of my envelope. So this will be my envelopes. So this will be kind of like a check register for my cash. I can subtract, make sure that I'm keeping track of it. And then I can't decide, I think maybe I'll use a log, like one of these kind of papers for the month. So at the end of the week, I would write it on here for each envelope. And then some of them I can just use it month to month. And then some of them I would maybe need to get a new one. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll show you that next week in the video. But for now, one thing that I know is coming up this week is on Friday, I'm going to be planning with a couple of my friends. I think we're going out to dinner first. So I'm going to put dinner here just because that's, I normally plan to eat out. I have a dining out budget, but that is like going to a restaurant kind of dinner, and that's not always what I do. I think that's all that I have coming up this week. So this is going to be very simple before the pen, but once I add the pen, there will be a lot more. So next week in my video, I will go through and add to that. But I think on the side here, I am going to get another box and put what my envelopes are. I'm just gonna put this little cash sticker there. So in my previous video, I put what I'm going to be using for the month, but then I break that up into each week because I don't have a full month ahead because I'm still on the baby step one, saving just $1,000. So I get cash out of each paycheck instead of getting a lump sum at the beginning of the month. So I'm going to put here what that comes down to as far as each week. Okay, I know some of those amounts might look pretty small, like clothes $5, household $4. So household is anything like that's not grocery. So laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, anything that wouldn't be considered a grocery item. But that's because, and Theodore, only $5. That's because those aren't necessarily things I spend money on every single week. And so it will add up throughout the month. And I'm going to try it this way this month. If next month I decide, I did actually need more money sooner in the month, then I can take a little bit more out at the beginning of the month and then less at the end of the month. I don't know, we'll see. think that's it for my weekly spread. And then I just wanted to show you guys really quick my envelopes again and kind of that process. Put these back in there. I'm just going to take each envelope, and then I went to the bank and asked for specific amounts of each type of bill. So I'm going to put those in there. So first is dining out. So that is $15. And then my planner is just $6. Grocery is $30. And then clothes is just $5. Theodore is just $5. And then household is just $5. And then savings, I'm actually going to wait on that one until the end of the month, just because that's going to be whatever is left over, because it's a zero-based budget. So anything that's left, which will hopefully be $68.47, but depending on how the month goes, we'll see. There's the envelopes. And then again, as I mentioned, like if I'm gonna go get groceries, I'll just grab this envelope out and go to use it, because then that way Dave Ramsey said, you want to feel the money leaving your hand. And I explained this in my first video, but the envelopes are mainly what you feel like you have a hard time overspending on. And so you want to make sure to be working on not overspending on that. So those are the ones. People may not do it for groceries, they may not do it for clothes, but these are the ones that I want to start out with, and so that is why I chose those ones for my envelopes. Thank you for joining me. I will again update you again next week. I'm going to be posting these budget videos on Mondays for Money Mondays, so make sure to subscribe so you can be notified when that is uploaded, and like this if you want to see more of these weekly spreads. And let me know if there's anything else you want to see. And I'll make sure to go over this next week when I'm setting up for the week of the 10th. Okay, thanks guys, bye.